Okay, so I had a pretty sweet deal on a pair of CDJs Generation 1 2000, and the issue and the reason why I got a sweet deal is because when I turned them on, they have the weight in E-8709 communication error. They do actually end up working after heating, so to speak, for about an hour, which is not really great. Fixing them is probably going to be about $500 each, or $300-400 depending on what dollars you're talking about. But I've seen this video on YouTube saying that, hey, you know what, you can fix that with the heat gun. So I bought a cheap, like $20 heat gun, and I'm going to be attempting to fix that today. I'm not sure it's going to work. I've asked a electronic engineer friend who's saying that heat gun and chips don't necessarily work well, but hey, I'll give it a shot. So as the guy puts in the video, if that doesn't work, I will simply have to get it fixed, which we'll need to do nonetheless, so I might as well try this. I have screwdriver and we'll follow instructions. Okay, so far not too bad. Apparently this is the place where I'm going to use the heat gun, which is pretty scary. I'm going to be removing this part, and might actually take advantage of this to just use some air, dry air to to reflow that, so to clean it up. Still going okay. I have removed the screws as instructed. I have the items here. I'm trying to keep the screws together so I can actually put it back, and then the idea now is to turn it backwards, function up, and then we're going to remove this and put that here. I think my screwdriver is not big enough for this. Not quite. And these are, I'm going to be putting the screws for this. It's weird to open such an expensive piece of equipment, but again, no pain, no gain. As the guy puts in the video, if that doesn't work, which frankly speaking it's very, very likely, but if that doesn't work well, I can always get back to square one, which was probably won't be working after heating, but I will take them to service. It was a good enough deal, so I couldn't risk it. But of course, if you can save some money in the process, given this time and uncertain circumstance, why the fuck not? So I'm going to remove this. It's a force insertion thing. Suck it up.
This part, I don't just like so. There it is. This we're moving table here. Right it up a little bit. So not to hold too hard by the actual course itself, because then they can come out of the connector. But now they're loose.
Yeah. Okay. So loose now. Here. And be removing that part. That connector reminds me. Okay, this one. That's a force insertion. We see where the connectors are. It shouldn't be too hard to put back together.
Pull CDJ up. And here is the main board. So I'm going to set the body of the CDJ over to the side again so we can look specifically at this part itself.
So apparently, the part to reflow is this one.
Alright, so this is the main assembly board.
And then this one.
And we're going to take out the two remaining ribbon cables that are on here. ribbon and power cable, so I'll just pull those out like that. Get that. And what you'll see here is we've got two chips that could potentially be the problem that are mounted with VGAs. And VGA stands for grid array. And what that means is that instead of having like a computer processor would have a whole bunch of different pins on the bottom that this is
So I'm heating the heat gun. Seems like about okay, so time for the moment of truth. Currently about 7 seconds in the dark on top. Circle around and take the break and keep it. Touch it, we don't move it, we don't bump the table, and we wait 5 minutes. Okay, so now, second step, we're going to go with this. Now we're going to let this sit for 7 minutes. It's not touch to the board or anything, and we'll see what's up. Okay, now for the moment of truth. Time to reassemble all this. This should go here. This really matters that much. Although I do see the connectors are here. It's not like the PC connectors. 472. CDJ. Reassemble. So the first step is going to be to bring that back in. Gently. And back in.
just gonna hold this in with my finger as I turn it over. Go ahead and put the power cable back in. We get a little click when that goes in. And then we're going to take this, and we're going to put the regulator back in, and then push that little back bar, the retention clip. Back in. Looks pretty even. Just double check that here. Right.
There we
So
go.
that's it. Now we're going to flip this back over. We're going to put the screws back in one at a time. And then we're going to reattach all the different ribbon cables. We're going to put the secondary breakout board for the RCAs back in its hole. And then we're going to put all the screws back in on the bottom as well. Alright, so I reassembled it in reverse order. You can go back in the video to see how it did, but I haven't put this piece on last. We'll put it on, we'll flip it back.
Okay, so I'm putting back all the stuff. That's not too hard. This one forced in. Okay, and then something like here goes across. Okay. Then I have this guy here. And let's think. This. before I completely assemble it, moment of truth. Ha! Damn. Missing this. Yeah, it's my USB that is screwed. Nice, it works. Okay, so the first one here works. One of the things I've not anticipated is that the screws are not exactly the same. So I'm going to I've got a second one that has exactly the same issue. Turn on, and then I put away its communication error. So I'm going to do the same stuff, but I'm going to remove the screws to make sure I put the one on this one back. We'll see if I can replicate this success. Okay, so now it's exactly the same story. I've opened the stuff. I have the various parts I'm going to be removing and put back together after.